Grandma's Jazz, 10 to noon every Saturday morning. Grandma's Jazz, 91.1 FM. Grandma's Jazz, WDBX. Gene says, boy, don't clap on 1 and 3. Let me show you, then you'll see. It's the only place to be. Grandma's Jazz.
Good morning, everyone. I am Tom Navarra. Thank you for joining me. And guess who's back this week?
Hello, Southern Illinois.
Grandma herself.
It is Grandma's Jazz. And let's get it going right now, Tomboy.
And who are we listening to?
Just hit the music, man.
All righty.
Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. And that was from the album The Birth of the MJQ. And Milt Jackson, of course, on vibes. And who else was in the Modern Jazz
I believe
Quartet?
that's Percy Heath on bass. Milt Hinton. Oh gosh, it's Milt Hinton, Percy Heath. I can't remember who's on what at the moment.
Kenny Clark, is that the drummer?
Yes, that's probably right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And we're going to continue with more of them because Milt Jackson was born on January 1st, 1923 in Detroit, Michigan. He started on guitar at 7, then piano at 11, and played drums, trumpet, and violin in high school. And at 16, took up the vibraphone after hearing Lionel Hampton play the instrument in Benny Goodman's band. Jackson was discovered by Dizzy Gillespie, who hired him for his sextet in 1945. In the Gillespie Big Band, Jackson fell into a pattern that led to the founding of the Modern Jazz Quartet. Gillespie maintained a swing tradition of a small group within a big band, and his included Jackson on vibes, pianist John Lewis, bassist Ray Brown, and drummer Kenny Clark. When they decided to become a working group in their own right around 1950, the foursome was known at first as the Milt Jackson Quartet, becoming the Modern Jazz Quartet in 1952. By that time, Percy Heath had replaced Ray Brown on bass. And we're going to hear some more of this wonderful group. However, right now we're going to hear from the Barney Weiland Quartet, which does feature Milt, I believe.
Yeah, most of the members of the MJQ, so.
I believe that he's on piano.
Yeah.
On this particular one. So let's listen to Swingin' Parisian Rhythm on Grandma's Jazz, WDBX Carbondale. Happy to be back home, folks. Talk about a fine quartet.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, man. That was excellent. We just heard a tune called Scoot. And before that, we heard The Nearness of You. Started off with Swingin' Parisian Rhythm featuring Barney Weiland on, I believe, the alto sax?
Yes.
Yeah, all righty. And Milt Jackson was born January 1st, 1923. He died of liver cancer on October 9th, 1999 in New York City. He was 76. And while I've got the mic here, I would like to give a huge thank you, first of all, to my buddy Tom, who did a yeoman's job of holding down the fort of all times on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. And he did an absolutely fantastic job.
Well, thank you. It was my pleasure.
He had lots of help on Christmas Day from our friend Jen from out east, who made a special trip out here to not only to visit with Tom, but to help him out on the show. And it's my understanding that she absolutely loved doing it.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
So thank you, Jen. And thank you, Carrie, for coming in New Year's Day and helping out. So we're going to move right along now.
Yep, and our next birthday this morning is Julius LaRosa. He was born in Brooklyn, New York on January 2nd, 1930. He was a traditional popular music singer who worked in both radio and television beginning in the 1950s. After graduating high school at the age of 17, he joined the United States Navy, becoming a radio man. He sang in a Navy choir, at the Officers Club, and at bars to pay for his drinks.
Clever.
That's a good idea. On November 19th, 1951, LaRosa became a regular on the Arthur Godfrey Show. When his popularity surpassed that of Godfrey, and Julius insisted on having his own manager rather than allow Godfrey's staff to manage his affairs, Godfrey, without warning, fired Julius LaRosa on the air. Wow. And on October 19th, 1953, after LaRosa finished singing Manhattan on Arthur Godfrey time, Godfrey announced that was Julie's swan song with us. But Julie did okay for himself and had hits with A Compare and Domani and was voted the best male vocalist for 1953. During the summer of 1955, he had a 3 times a week TV series on CBS, The Julius LaRosa Show, featuring Russ Case and his orchestra, and The Julius LaRosa Show aired in an hour-long format in the summers of 1956 and 1957 on NBC as a seasonal replacement for The Perry Como Show. So we're going to start off with Julius LaRosa's band here, and this is Aren't You Glad You're You, right here on Grandma's Jazz.
Every time you're near a rose, aren't you glad that you got a nose? And if the dawn is fresh with dew, aren't you glad you're you? When a meadowlark appears, aren't you glad you've got 2 ears? And if your heart is singing too, be glad you're you. You can see a summer sky and touch a friendly hand, maybe taste an apple pie. Pardon my grammar, but ain't life grand? And when you awake each morn, be glad that you were born. Think what you've got the whole day through. Aren't you glad you're you? You can see a summer sky and touch a friendly hand, maybe taste an apple pie. Pardon my grammar, pardon my grammar, but ain't life grand? And when you wake up each morn, be glad that you were born. Think what you've got the whole day through. Aren't you glad you're you? Now aren't you glad you're May be many other nights like this, when I'll be standing here with someone new. Now there may be other songs to sing, another fall, another spring, but there will never be another you. There may be other lips that I might kiss, but they won't thrill me like yours used to do. Now I may dream a million dreams, but how can they come true if there will never ever be another you? This is our last dance together, and I'm sorry I stepped on your toes. Tonight soon will be long ago, and I don't want to go. But in a moment of parting, this is all I would like you to know. may be other lips that I might kiss. They won't thrill me like yours used to do. Now I may dream a million dreams, but how can they come true if there will never ever be? You're the only one for me. If there will never ever be another. To sit here in the shade with none of the woes of man and maid. I'm glad I'm not young anymore. The rivals that don't exist at all, the feeling you're only 2 feet tall. I'm glad I'm not young anymore. No more confusion, no morning after surprise, no self-delusion that when you're telling those lies, she isn't wise. And even if love comes through the door, the kind that goes on forevermore, forevermore is shorter than before. Oh, I'm so glad that I'm not young anymore. The tiny remark that tortures you, the fear that your friends won't like her too. I'm glad I'm not young anymore. The longing to end a stale affair until you find out she doesn't care. I'm glad that I'm not young anymore. No more frustration, no star-crossed lover am I, no aggravation, just one reluctant reply. Lady, goodbye. The fountain of youth is dull as paint. Methuselah is my patron saint. I've never been so comfortable before. I'm so glad that I'm not young anymore.
Support for WDBX comes from Maxwell's Silver Hammer Incorporated. Maxwell's Silver Hammer specializes in carpentry and construction and has been in business for what seems like forever. Maxwell's Silver Hammer helps with residential repairs and commercial maintenance and is as busy as all get out. Do not Google Maxwell's Silver Hammer. You'll get a Beatles song. You can find them on Facebook or call 618-521-6216. Maxwell's Silver Hammer is a proud supporter of WDBX 91.1 FM, community radio for Southern Illinois and the world.
This hour of programming is sponsored in part by Exit Realty New Beginnings, having knowledge of the real estate market and serving the area since 2004. A veteran-owned business, agents are licensed and specialize in residential, land, multifamily, and commercial. Real people, real results, real estate. Exit Realty New Beginnings. Visit exit2newbeginnings.com or call 618-529-4663.
Hey everybody, I have an announcement that I hope makes your day just a little bit better. Bluegrass has returned to WDBX, the greatest radio station on the planet. This is Stick Gilbert, and I'll be bringing you some of the finest in bluegrass and Americana every Thursday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Back to Bluegrass 2.0, right here on WDBX 91.1 FM Carbondale, your community radio station for all of Southern Illinois. So I hope you will join me for some great music and good times, and we appreciate all your support of WDBX for the last 25 years.
Hey there! Do you want to support community radio while reaching your target audience with info about your services and special events? Consider becoming a WDBX underwriter. We're currently offering reduced rates to help local businesses bounce back. For more information, visit WDBX.org or email us at info@WDBX.org.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Oh, but you're lovely, with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you, just the way you look tonight. With each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it, 'cause I love you just the way you look tonight. With each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your funny nose, it touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it, 'cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight.
Yeah, you've been listening to the music of Julius LaRosa, born in Brooklyn, New York on January 2nd, 1930. LaRosa died May 12th, 2016 at his home in Crivitz, Wisconsin. He was 86 years old.
And he had such a nice voice.
Yeah, wonderful voice. I was just telling Gene I need to go look up that album and get a copy myself.
That would be wonderful. And Julie thanks you. Okay, next we're going to hear some tunes that were recorded during the period January 2nd through the 8th. And we'll hear from Charlie Barnett, Carmen Miranda, Trummy Young, Lena Horne, Vincent Lopez. But we're going to start off with a tune that the Andrews Sisters recorded on January 2nd, 1941, Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy was waxed on Decca Records and was heard in the movie Buck Privates, starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello. And now it's on Grandma's Jazz, WDBX Carbondale.
Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a tooty-lad, a tooty blows it eight to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes a company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as a bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump eight to the bar. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Do-do-do-do-da-da, do-da-da-da, do-do, he blows it eight to the bar. He can't blow a note if the bass and guitar isn't with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up
tica-tica-bum, tica. Pra eu cantar o tica-tica-bum, tica. Com a canção do tica-tica-bum, tica. Meu coração faz tica-tica-bum, tica. E vem a saudade da Bahia, onde o samba tem canjere também numa batucada. Tic-tic-bum, tic-tic-tic-bum, tic-tic-bum, tic-tic-tic-bum. É brasileiro o tica-tica-bum, tic. Com o pandeiro fazendo tica-bum-tic. E para terminar o tica-tica-bum, vocês devem cantar o tica-tica-bum, 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 tica. Tica-tica-boom, chick. But it's a mess, the tica-tica-boom. A-tica-boom. That's all you've got to say. To chase the jings away. Tica-tica-boom, 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 chicky-boom, chicky-boom, boom, boom, boom. Boom, chicky-boom, boom, 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 boom. I'm always thinking of you, Margie. I'll tell the world I love you. Don't forget your promise to me. I have bought it, got a house and ring and everything for my whole bubble, Margie. You are my inspiration, dear. That's never blue. After all said and done, baby, you the only one that did it. Oh, Margie, it's you.
what happens. I did the best I could. He's just good for nothing Joe. But oh, I love him so. Guess I'd die if good for nothing Joe ever tried to leave me flat. Oh, yes, I'm certain of that. Folks I know can't understand why I must have that man. Lord, he thrills me like nobody can. Ain't a woman just like that. I wouldn't mind doing what I'm doing. I'd beat these streets till my feet were sore. But when it's low and I go home to him, instead of sympathy, he's just as mean as can be. Still, there's nothing I can do, because I love him so. I'd be good for nothing too, I know, without good for nothing Joe. I'd be good for nothing without Joe.
On January 8, 1940, Vincent Lopez and his orchestra recorded the third version of Lopez's theme song titled Lola. This version, recorded in Hollywood on Bluebird Records, is recognized as his best rendition of the classic song.
Yeah, great song there.
Even the pros have to try more than once sometimes, you know. The sultry Lena Horne recorded Good for Nothing Joe January 7th, 1941 on the Bluebird label. She was backed by Charlie Barnett and his orchestra. On January 6, 1938, Trummy Young played trombone and sang with the Jimmy Lunsford Band in New York City as Margie became Decca record number 1617.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorite records, personally. Love that one.
Well, Decca record number 23210 was recorded January 5th, 1941. The title, Chicka Chicka Boom Chick, by the lovely Carmen Miranda. She sang the song in the film That Night in Rio. Charlie Barnett and his orchestra recorded Southland Shuffle, January 3rd, 1940. A young trumpeter named Billy May was the featured artist, besides Charlie Barnett on the sax, of course. And we started off with one the Andrews Sisters recorded January 2nd, 1941, Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, and that was on the Decca label.
And some great choices there, Gene. Our next birthday up this morning is Mr. Dick Jurgens. He was born January 9th, 1910 in Sacramento, California. He played in an orchestra in high school but was kicked out of the ensemble for playing pop music. In response, he formed his own group in 1928 while still a student. He also studied at what is now the Sacramento Junior College. And in 1934, Jurgens signed a contract with Decca Records and recorded extensively for the label between 1934 and 1940. His vocalist at the time was Eddie Howard, and when Howard left in 1940, Harry Cool became the lead singer.
Harry Cool.
What a great name, Harry Cool. Mr. Cool.
K-O-O-L.
Jurgens' biggest hits were In an Old Dutch Garden and Elmer's Tune and 1 Dozen Roses. He served in the Marines from 1942 to 1945, directing theater shows for the troops, and in 1946 he formed his own band and continued playing until 1956 when he moved to Colorado Springs and founded an electronics business with his brother. However, he did continue to play on and off well into his 70s, his mid-70s. So we're going to start off here with Dick Jurgens and his orchestra. This is Daydreams Come True at Night, right here on Grandma's Jazz, WDBX Carbondale, 91.1 FM.
the same old harbor lights that once brought you to me. I want those harbor lights. How could I help if tears were starting? Goodbye to tender nights beside the silvery sea. I long to hold you near and kiss you just once more. But you were on the ship and I was on the shore. Now I know lonely nights, for all the while my heart is whispering. Some other harbor lights will steal your love from me.
This hour of programming is brought to you in part by Tropicana Vintage Clothing. Tropicana Vintage Clothing features an eclectic variety of clothing from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and an assortment of dresses, hats, military wear, shirts, shoes, belts, scarves, ties, and jewelry. Outerwear including winter coats, leather jackets, fur coats, jean jackets, sport coats, and a large collection of new and used denim jeans. All items with rental option available. Located at 212 North Washington Street in the parking lot behind WDBX. Open Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from noon until 5 p.m. Tropicana. Looking good in dated duds since 1982.
The Neighborhood Co-op Grocery is proud to support WDBX-FM. Neighborhood Co-op Grocery works with farmers and producers, carrying unique local items, including honey, bison, eggs, pork, produce, and more. Neighborhood Co-op Grocery, open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. Located in the Burdale Shopping Center in Carbondale, 529-3533, or online at neighborhood.coop.
The Metropolitan Opera's Saturday matinee broadcasts were launched in 1931 and are the longest-running continuous classical radio series in American broadcast history. Please join WDBX 91.1 FM this Saturday at noon for this week's live broadcast from the Metropolitan Opera.
Hey everybody, it's the White Raven from the Hot, Hot, Hot Louisiana Gumbo Pot right here on WDBX, Sundays 12 to 2. Join me and all the Gumbo Pot heads where I'll be bringing you all the best music from Louisiana, New Orleans, the Bayou with a little bit of Delta Blues thrown in for good measure. So all you swamp rats, grab your Zydeco shoes, meet me in the Gumbo Pot at high noon. We always pass a good time, chef. Peace, love, and Zydeco.
In a gumbo pot.
Beside them and send them to the one I love. She'll be glad to receive them, and I know she'll believe them. There's something we've been talking of. There may be orange blossoms later, kind of think that there will. For she's done something to me, and my heart won't keep still. So give me 12 roses, put my heart in beside them, and send them to the one I love. Blossoms later, kind of think that there will. For she's done something to me, my heart won't keep still. So give me 12 roses, put my heart in beside them, and send them to the one I love.
Yeah, some great stuff there. You've been listening to the music of Dick Jurgens here on Grandma's Jazz. Dick Jurgens was born January 9th, 1910, and he passed away of cancer at the age of 85 in 1995. We heard there Dick Jurgens with Buddy Moreno on vocal. That was 12 Roses. And before that, we heard one of my favorite songs, Harbor Lights, with Eddie Howard on vocals. And Elmer's Tune, that's the Dick Jurgens Orchestra, and also Dick Jurgens Orchestra for Dreams Come True at Night.
Their theme song.
That was a great set, yeah.
Yeah.
Good band.
I enjoyed that. I've always liked Dick Jurgens, yeah, even before you were a glimmer in your daddy's eye.
Well, I do too, so good stuff.
Okay, we've got two more birthdays.
Yeah.
And Ms. Eden Atwood was born in Memphis, Tennessee, January 11th, 1969, and began singing jazz at Shakey's Pizza Parlor at age 3. Eden's father, Hub Atwood, was a writer and arranger for the likes of Frank Sinatra, Harry James, Stan Kenton, and Nat King Cole. When Eden was 5, her parents divorced and she moved to Montana with her mother, the daughter of Pulitzer Prize-winning author A.B. Guthrie Jr. At 15, Eden was fronting a band of musicians twice her age, and 2 years later left to attend the University of Montana's drama department. At 19, she set out for Chicago and gave a demo tape to a bar owner, and after hearing her, he made her the headliner. In 1992, Eden had recurring roles on the soap opera Loving and the crime drama The Commish. At the same time, she began singing in clubs in New York City. Pianist and radio host Marion McPartland heard a copy of Atwood's debut album and sent a copy to Concord Records, making Eden Atwood one of the youngest musicians to sign a contract with Concord. After years of touring, Eden made her home in Missoula, Montana. But in August of 2019, she moved to Carbondale, Illinois, and we're very proud to claim her as a friend, neighbor, and vocalist extraordinaire. Happy 53rd, Eden. Take it away.
Easy Street. If I could live on Easy Street. Nobody works on Easy Street. Just sit around all day, sit and play the ponies. Life is sweet for folks who live on Easy Street. No weekly payments you must need that make your hair turn gray. When opportunity comes knocking, you keep on with your rocking. You know your fortune's been made, and if the sun makes you perspire, there's a fella you can hire to plant trees so you can have shade on Easy Street. I'm telling everyone I meet, if I could live on Easy Street, I wouldn't want no job today. So please go away. Street. If I could live on Easy Street, I'd never work on Easy Street. Just sit around all day, sit and play the ponies. Life is sweet for folks who live on Easy Street. I'm telling everyone I meet, I never work all day. When opportunity comes knocking, you keep on with your rocking. You know your fortune's been made. If the sun makes you perspire, there's a fella you can hire to plant trees so you can have shade on Easy Street. I'm telling everyone I meet, if I could live on Easy Street, I wouldn't work nowhere. Easy Street, your fortune's been made. My romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon standing by. No month of May, no twinkling stars, no hideaway, no soft guitars. My romance doesn't need a castle rising in Spain, nor a dance to a constantly surprising refrain. Wide awake, I can make my most fantastic dreams come true. My romance doesn't need a thing but you. My romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon standing by the month of May. No twinkling stars, no hideaway, no soft guitars. My romance doesn't need a castle rising in Spain, or a dance to a constantly surprising refrain. Wide awake, I can make my most fantastic dreams come true. My romance doesn't need a thing. My romance doesn't need a thing but tight, that would be very nice. Someone to love me right, that would be very nice. Someone to understand each little dream in me. Someone to take my hand, to be a team with me. So nice, that would be so nice. If one day I'd find someone who would take my hand and samba through life with me. Someone to cling to me, stay with me right or wrong. Someone to sing to me some little samba song. Someone to take my heart and give his heart to me. Someone who's ready to give love a start with me. Oh yes, that would be so nice. Oh, could it be you and me? I could see that would be nice. Someone to hold me tight, that would be very nice. Someone to love me right, that would be very nice. Someone to understand each little dream in me. Someone to take my hand, to be a team with me. So nice, that would be so nice. If one day I'd find someone who would take my hand and samba through life with me. Someone to cling to me, stay with me right or wrong. Someone to sing to me some little samba song. Someone to take my heart and give his heart to me. Someone who's ready to give love a start with me. Oh yes, that would be so nice. Could it be you and me? I could see that would be. Could it be you and me? I could see that would be nice. So nice. So nice. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying. My dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. corn for popping. The lights are turned down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying. Oh, my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow. Hey, I think it's snowing out. Hey, man, watch it with those snowballs. Hey, Frank, wanna make a snowman? Yeah. Let it snow, let it snow. But don't let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow.
We just heard Let It Snow from Ms. Eden Atwood. Before that, So Nice, also called Summer Samba.
Mm-hmm.
My Romance, and started off with Easy Street. Eden Atwood, born January 11th, 1969, which means that on Tuesday she will turn 53. Happy birthday, Eden.
Yes, happy birthday, Eden. And our next birthday up for you folks this morning is Miss Gwen Verdon. Was born January 13th, 1925 in Culver City, California. Her father was an electrician at MGM Studios, and her mother, a former vaudevillian and dance teacher. As a toddler, Gwen had rickets, which left her legs badly misshapen, and she spent her early years in orthopedic boots and rigid leg braces. Her mother put the 3-year-old in dance classes, and by the time she was 6, she was dancing on stage. Early on, Verdon was an assistant to choreographer Jack Cole and also taught dance to performers such as Jane Russell, Fernando Lamas, Lana Turner, Rita Hayworth, Betty Grable, and Marilyn Monroe. Wow.
Quite a lineup.
What
there.
a lineup, yes indeed. Her breakthrough role came when she was cast as the second female lead in Cole Porter's Can Can. It was upward and onward from there. Verdon received a total of 4 Tony Awards: Best Supporting Actress for Can Can, Best Leading Actress for Damn Yankees, New Girl in Town, and Redhead. She was also in the films Damn Yankees, The Cotton Club, and Cocoon. I remember that movie.
Cocoon?
Yeah.
She was great, yeah.
She was inducted into the American Theater Hall of Fame in 1981, and in 1998 she was awarded the National Medal of Arts, and that is quite a prestigious award. So we are going to hear from her now. Let's see. We are going to listen to If My Friends Could See Me Now, right here.
From Sweet Charity.
Yeah, exactly. Right here on Grandma's Jazz, WDBX Carbondale, 91.1 FM.
If they could see me now, that little gang of mine, I'm eating fancy chow and drinking fancy wine. I'd like those Stumbo bums to see for a fact the kind of top drawer, first rate chums I attract. All I can say is, wow, we look at where I am. Tonight I landed, pow, right in a pot of jam. What a setup, holy cow. They'd never believe it if my friends could see me now. If they could see me now, my little dusty group, traipsing around this $1 million chicken coop, I'd hear those thrift shop cats say, brother, get her draped on a bedspread made from 3 kinds of fur. All I can say is, wow, wait till the Riff and Raff see just exactly how he signed his autograph. Oh, what a build-up, holy cow. They'd never believe it if my friends could see me now. If they could see me now, alone with Mr. B, who's waiting on me like he was a maitre d'. I hear my body saying, crazy, what gives? Tonight she's living like the other half lives. To think the highest brow, which I must say is he, should pick the lowest brow, which there's no doubt is me. What a step up, holy cow. They'd never believe it if my friends could see me now. Stew and never wished for turkey, as I hitched and hiked and grifted too, from Maine to Albuquerque. Alas, I've missed the Beaux-Arts ball, and what is twice as sad, I was never at a party where they honored Noel Cad. But social circles spin too fast for me. My whole Bohemia is the place to be. I get too hungry for dinner at 8. I like the theater, but never come late. I never bother with people I hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. I don't like crap games with barons and earls. Won't go to Harlem in ermines and pearls. Won't dish the dirt with the rest of the girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. I like the free, fresh wind in my hair, life without care. I'm broke, it's okay, California, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is a tramp. I like the free, fresh wind in my hair, life without care. I'm broke, it's okay, California, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is a tramp.
Two lost souls on the highway of life. We ain't even got a sister or brother, but ain't it just great? Ain't it just grand? We've got each other. Two lost ships on a stormy sea, one with no sail and one with no rudder. But ain't it just great? Ain't it just grand?
we've got each other. Two lost sheep in the wilds of the hills, far from the other Jacks and Jills. We wandered away and went astray, but we ain't a-fussin' 'cause we've got us and we're two lost souls on the highway of life, and there is no one with whom we would rather say, ain't it just great, ain't it just grand, we've got each other. You've got me, and I've got you. We've got a lot, because we've got each other.
Tired of endless war and trillions spent on the military while people at home struggle to survive? Well, there is still a peace movement in this country. The Peace Coalition of Southern Illinois has been with us for nearly 40 years. We hold a vigil the first Saturday of each month from noon to 1 at Carbondale Town Square. To learn more, visit us on Facebook or at sipeace.org.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that...
Hi there, this is Matt Varney, the voice of Murfreesboro basketball. The Red Devils can be found right here on 91.1 WDBX and online at WDBX.org all season long. Join Steve Webb and I all season for exciting Murfreesboro basketball. You can tune in 15 minutes before tip-off every game for the Red Devil pregame show, where you'll hear us talk about that evening's game, the River to River Ohio division, and you'll hear from Coach Daryl Murphy, too. This is your home for Red Devils basketball, 91.1 WDBX and WDBX.org.
Hi, I'm author Robert D. Philippus, and I'm committed to liberating your intellect from today's political propaganda. My show is Think Again, Please, Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m. right here on WDBX 91.1 on your FM dial. I also share insights into human thinking in my 8 books, published essays, and in my weekly column in the Carbondale Times. Tune in to Think Again, Please, every Wednesday at 8 a.m.
Hey there, this is Ivis John. Hey, this is Alex Kurt.
This is Dave Parrish.
Hi, this is Mike Potter.
This is Big Larry Williams.
Hey, it's Robbie Stokes, Rob Coaudio, The Venturis, Till the Morning Comes. Will Stevens, Blues DJ. Listen to his show, man.
Join me, Will Stevens, and the rest of the Electric Blues family every Sunday night from 6 until 8 p.m. for the Electric Blues Hours. You won't want to miss it. It's a great way to bring the weekend to a close and get your mind right for Monday. Electric Blues, Sunday night, 6 to 8. Tune in.
Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little man, little Lola wants you. Make up your mind to have no regrets. Recline yourself, resign yourself, you're through. I always get what I aim for, and your heart and soul is what I came for. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. No use to fight, don't you know you can't win? You're no exception to the rule. I'm irresistible, you fool. Give in.
Give in. Give in. Hello, Joe. It's me. He hit so far. Hold on. That's you. Boop, boopy doop. You'll never win. I'm irresistible, you fool. Give in. Give in.
Yeah, you've been listening to the music of Gwen Verdon, four-time Tony Award winner, born January 13th, 1925 in Culver City, California. Gwen Verdon died of a heart attack, sadly, October 18th, 2000, at the home of her daughter, Nicole, in Woodstock, Vermont. She was 75 years old, and at 8 p.m. on the evening she died, all the marquee lights on Broadway were dimmed in tribute to that great actress.
Rightly so.
So we heard there, of course, Whatever Lola Wants, Lola Gets from Damn Yankees. Before that, we heard Two Lost Souls. And the second song in that set we have to dedicate to Grandma Jean here, The Lady is a Tramp.
That's my theme song.
Great song, too. And we started off with If My Friends Could See Me Now. And Grandma has, I think, some more of my favorites up next, so tell us about them.
Yes, indeed. Going to an album called The Boogie Woogie Trio, and it features three fantastic pianists, Albert Ammons, Meadlux Lewis, and Pete Johnson, and they're going to play a little St. Louis blues boogie woogie style right here on Grandma's Jazz.
it's better than burning inside. I love you, no use to pretend. There, I said it again. I've said it. What more can I say? Believe me, there's no other way. I love you, I will to the end. There, I said it again. I've tried to drum up a phrase that would sum up all that I feel for you. But what good of phrases? The thought that amazes is you love me, and it's heavenly. Forgive me for wanting you so, but one thing I want you to know: I've loved you since heaven knows when. There, I've said it again. So please forgive me for wanting you so, but one thing I want you to know: I've loved you since heaven knows when. There, I've said it again. I'll be with you in apple blossom time. I'll be with you to change your name to mine. One day in May, I'll come and say, happy the bride, the sun shines on today, and you know it. What a wonderful wedding
just heard Should I from Alvino Ray and his orchestra, and they know how to blast it out there, don't they?
Yes, indeed.
That was good. That was really swinging. I'll Be With You in Apple Blossom Time. That was Joe Stafford, and guess who was at the piano? None other than Nat King Cole himself, accompanying her. We heard the Modernaires with Paula Kelly sing There, I've Said It Again, a song that Vaughn Monroe made very popular.
Yes, yep.
Started off with St. Louis Blues from the Boogie Woogie Trio, Albert Ammons, Meade Lux Lewis, and Pete Johnson. All of them right here on Grandma's Jazz.
Yeah, the three kings of Boogie Woogie piano.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, just three titans there.
I think you have a program note for us.
Yes, folks. I do want to remind you, of course, the Metropolitan Opera live broadcasts, which are celebrating 90 years this year, are coming up next after Grandma's Jazz. And this week there's a very special opera. The name of the opera is Fire Shut Up in My Bones, the libretto by Cassie Lemons. And this is the premiere performance of this opera. And the reason we wanted to mention it on Grandma's Jazz is because this opera was written by the great living jazz trumpet player Terence Blanchard. So that should be interesting. And I've not heard it myself, so I will be tuning in as well.
All right. In the meantime, let's continue with big band stuff.
Yeah. So
how about that?
How about some Andrews Sisters?
I love it.
Always like the Andrews Sisters. So here is Let a Smile Be on Your Umbrella.
No, just let a smile be your umbrella.
Oh, be your umbrella. Thank you. Right here on Grandma's Jazz, WDBX Carbondale.
Just let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy, rainy day. And if your sweetie cries, just tell her that a smile will always pay. Whenever skies are gray, don't you worry, don't you hurry or fret. A smile will bring the sunshine and you'll never get wet. So let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy day. Just let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy day. And if your sweetie cries, just tell her that a smile will always pay. Whenever skies are gray, don't worry or fret. A smile will bring the sunshine and you'll never get wet. So let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy day. Just let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy, rainy day. And if your sweetie cries, just tell her that a smile will always pay. Whenever skies are gray, don't you worry, don't you hurry or fret. A smile will bring the sunshine and you'll never get wet. So let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy day.
This hour of programming on WDBX Carbondale is sponsored in part by your membership contributions and by The Thrift Shop. The Thrift Shop is located just north of the Strip at 215 North Illinois Avenue in Carbondale, offering a variety of new, used and vintage clothing, furniture, household items, books, toys, shoes, and more. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., The Thrift Shop is a non-profit organization serving our community since 1967. They always accept donations, and any donations that are not sold will be recycled if possible. The Thrift Shop, 457-6976.
Support comes from Confluence Books in Carbondale. Confluence Books is a community effort to keep the stream of used books flowing in Southern Illinois. Find Confluence Books at 705 West Main Street or online at confluencebooks618.com.
Hi, this is Grandpa Goon. Join me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. for 2 hours of high-quality genre and era unconstrained music. A veritable rock and roll stew with a touch of anything goes.